This video is going to discuss a couple different variations for PAILs and rails when we're working on knee flexion, so bending the knee towards our butt. For this, there's going to be two different variations. One's going to be face down, so prone. One's going to be seated. The face down prone version, you're going to need some sort of strap. You can use a heavy resistance band, but it will be a little bit more challenging with the flexibility of the band. Something like a rope, or this is a stretching strap that you can get on Amazon, is usually the best. For the seated variation, something that's going to be heavy, you can use a wall, you can use a table, I'm going to be using a kettlebell to essentially show it, but something that you can push into that's not going to move. So for the prone version, I'll be working on my left leg here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and wrap this band around my foot. And as I come down onto a prone position, I'm going to bring that leg to my butt as far as I can. Now I'm going to use the strap to essentially hold that there. So actually coming there, pull a little bit depth in there, cool. So that's my end range, keeping my foot pointed as much as I can. Bent as much as I can. So for knee flexion, PAILs and rails, the first motion is to drive out of the stretch. So I'm trying to straighten my leg against the resistance of the band or the strap, working up to our greatest, safest, pain-free effort. From that point, holding for 8 to 10 seconds. Then I'm going to rail by trying to drive my heel towards my butt. I can take the strap a little bit and pull down a little bit more just to give myself that space. So once again, try to straighten my leg, holding for 8 to 10 seconds, then driving heel to butt as I go. For the seated version, the requirements are essentially going to be having something you can drive your leg into, but also having something where you can bend your leg underneath. So something like this table, a chair will be very beneficial. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my leg up to as much flexion as I can, so bending it as far back as I can. Taking my kettlebell, I'm going to put that kettlebell in front of me there. My first movement is to drive my leg straight, trying to drive straight as I go, trying to straighten my leg out. Holding or working that up to that greatest effort, holding for 8 to 10 seconds, and trying to bend my knee and bend my heel towards my butt. So once again, for the seated variation, I'm driving my leg forward, trying to straighten it, holding for that 8 to 10 seconds, then bending, trying to drive heel to butt. If you put one other way you can actually work this for the PAILs contraction is if you're at the gym and you have a knee extension machine, you can actually put it down to a weight where you can't actually move it. Just work to drive that leg into the pad on the extension machine. That's also a way to do a PAILs contraction for this. If you guys have any questions, let us know.